Hi everyone, this is Ishita, the legal intern at LEXIS and Company. Today I'm gonna tell you guys about the POTA, the Prevention of Terrorism Act. The POTA was passed in March 2002 by 10 hours debate in the Parliament. With 425 votes for the act and 296 against. The intensity of the effects of the bill could be seen very clearly by the rejection of the bill by Upper House of Indian Parliament, leading to a joint session of Parliament, a measure that had been taken place only the third time in the past. The Indian Ministry of Home Affairs justified that the initial ordinance after the September 11, 2001 terror attacks by claiming an upsurge of terrorist activities, intensification of cross-border terrorism and insurgent groups in different parts of the country, despite the fact that the state of Jammu and Kashmir witnessed a decrease in the terrorist incidents taking place in that state. POTA, though now has been repealed, lives as an example showing the bold step taken by India in its fight against terrorism. The POTA had during its days and even after its downfall has made India a silent spectator to serious ongoing debates between political parties, the media, social activities, and NGOs on certain provisions seen to be a draconia within the POTA. 2 years from the enactment of the POTA, a number of issues has stood the possibility of misuse of the provisions of anti-terror law, including the targeting of minorities and using it against political opponents, had risen. The development after the enactment of POTA, including the responses received by the POTA Review Committee, show that the POTA is worse than TADA. POTA provides for criminal liability for the mere association or communication with suspected terrorists without the possession of criminal intent. Section 3.5 of the POTA, Section 4 of POTA is similar to Section 5 of TADA in laying out a legal presumptions that if a person is found in unauthorized possession of arms in a notified area, she is automatically linked with terrorist activity. Section 48(2) provides for the option of pre-trial police detention of up to 180 days. As under the TADA, where 98% of the cases never reached a trial stage, this Section 48(2) could also be misused by the police by keeping the accused for long periods of detention without charge or trial. Special courts for trials are established under POTA, which are given discretion to hold trials in non-public places like prisons and to withhold trial records from public scrutiny. The provisions contained under the POTA were mostly contained in existing laws except those which were contained in Criminal Procedure Code, the Indian Penal Code, the Evidence Act or the Constitution of India. The Act effectively determines the fundamental tenet of the criminal justice system by putting the burden of proof on the accused. By the Act also had some provisions which were not attacked by being against the human rights. These provisions stated that confession must be recorded within 48 hours before a magistrate who will send the accused for medical examination if there is a complaint of torture. Further, a legal representative of the accused can be present for the part of interrogation. Moreover, police officers can be prosecuted for abusing the authority. The POTA also provide that victims could be paid compensation. Finally, on September 17, 2004, the Union Cabinet, in keeping with the UPA government's Common Minimum Program, approved ordinance to repeal the controversial Prevention of Terrorism Act 2002 and amend the Unlawful Act Prevention Activities Act 1967. Home Minister Shivraj Patil said that the government will provide a sunset period of 1 year during which all cases pertaining to POTA will be reviewed by the Central POTA Review Committee. He added there will be no arrest made after the ordinance is promulgated to fill the lacuna that have been created due to the repeal of the Act. Adequate amendments were being brought to the Unlawful Amendment Prevention Act 1967 to determine a terrorist act and provide for banning the system, including funding of terrorists, attachments, forfeit. All terrorist organizations banned under POTA would continue to remain banned under Unlawful Activities Act after the repeal of the act. So guys, that was all for today. Thank you for listening. If you like the video, please like the button. Please share, comment and subscribe the channel for further updates. Thank you.